Good evening, viewers of Northeast 8. This is a weekly news roundup. On Monday, the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum (ITLF) of Manipur has criticized the Central Bureau of Investigation, a national investigation agency, for arresting 7 individuals, including 2 women and 2 minors, in relation to the abduction and murder of 2 missing students. ITLF's press note expressed concerns over the absence of female police officers and juvenile police units during the arrest. The forum questioned the CBI's rapid action in this case while alleging negligence in other serious incidents, such as the rape and murder of 2 tribal girls and other atrocities against tribal communities. They also challenged Chief Minister N. Biren Singh's statement on arresting the main culprits. Furthermore, the NIA's arrest of Simen Lam Gangte, a teacher from Kwakta, has been criticized. Gangte, with no previous criminal record, is being accused of having links to terror groups from Myanmar and Bangladesh. This comes after the recent uproar in Imphal Valley due to the death of 20-year-old Pijam Himanjit and 17-year-old Hijam Lingtong Gambi. Their photos surfaced on September 25, leading to widespread protests. The CBI has arrested 4 individuals in connection with their deaths. Lastly, over 180 people have died since ethnic clashes erupted in Manipur on May 3 following a march protesting the Métis community demand for scheduled tribe status. Métis represent about 53% of the population, while Nagas and Kukis residing in hill districts constitute just over 40%. On Tuesday, Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma instructed officials to initiate a socio-economic assessment of the state's 5 indigenous Muslim communities, which include Goria, Moria, Dashi, Siat, and Jola. The survey's findings are aimed to guide the government in implementing measures for the comprehensive socio-political and educational advancement of the state's indigenous minorities. It may be mentioned that Assam's indigenous Muslims are distinct from Bengali-speaking Muslims, often referred to as Mias, who migrated to Assam primarily after its annexation to British India in 1826. In a recent statement, Chief Minister Sarma mentioned the BJP doesn't seek votes from Mias for the next decade. He emphasized the need for family planning, halting child marriages, and shunning fundamentalism. On the topic of child marriages, over 800 individuals were arrested this Tuesday in a statewide operation against the Minas in Assam. This follows an earlier report that nearly 3,907 people faced arrests concerning child marriages in the 5 past years. Furthermore, over 3,000 of these arrested are being charged under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. Stay tuned for more details on this developing story. Meanwhile, in Mizoram, the ruling Mizo National Front announced its candidates for all 40 assembly seats for the upcoming elections. 2 women and 15 new faces are part of this list. Chief Minister Zorantanga is set to contest again from Aizawl East 1, a seat he secured in 2018. Deputy Chief Minister Tonglia is running from Tuichang. Notably, Home Minister Laucham Liana and Assembly Speaker Lalrin Liana Silo have opted out of these elections. The current Power Minister and Tourism Minister will be changing their constituencies this time around. Dr. K. Bitra, after being expelled from MNF for anti-party conduct, is anticipated to run as a BJP candidate. Electoral politics in Mizoram typically shifts between 2 main parties, the Congress and MNF. However, in these elections, the Mizoram People's Movement (ZPM) has emerged as the main opposition, potentially replacing the Congress. The MNF is championing ethno-nationalism and seems confident about its return to power. But on the ground, some rural voters voiced dissatisfaction with the MNF government's tenure. The ZPM, on the other hand, is looking to bring systematic change and is gaining traction, especially among the youth in urban areas, presenting a new political alternative, especially in places like Aizawl City and Serchhip Town. The MNF government's handling of the displaced Chin Kuki people originating from places like Manipur, Myanmar, and Bangladesh has the potential to play a significant role in this election. On Wednesday, tragic flash floods caused by the burst of the Lonak Lake in North Sikkim have affected over 25,000 people. The current death toll stands at 55, while over 140 remain missing, according to the Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority. 4 districts, including Mangam and Gangtok, have faced the brunt of the rising water levels of the Tista River due to the lake outburst. The surge also led to the breach of the Chungtang Dam, Sikkim's major hydropower project. A major concern has been the missing army personnel, with 23 initially reported missing on October 3. 9 have been confirmed dead, and the army continues to rigorously search for the others using advanced radars, drones and dogs. Also, the Indian Air Force has been making rescue attempts using Mi-17 helicopters, although adverse weather conditions have hampered efforts. However, stranded tourists and locals are receiving assistance with essentials like food, medical aid and communication facilities. Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang has personally inspected affected areas and the relief camps. Immediate financial assistance is being provided to the affected families, with a ₹4 lakh ex gratia announced for the families of the deceased. The central government dispatched an interministerial team to evaluate the damage, offering 44.8 crore as an advance amount for relief efforts. On Thursday, 3 Arunachal products received its geographical indication tag for the first time. A yak milk product, Arunachal Yak Churpi, Kamti Rice and Tangsa Tribe Textiles. Arunachal Yak Churpi has secured the tag, which will provide legal safeguards and bolster marketability, with Arunachal denoted as its origin. Churpi is prepared from the milk of the Arunachali yak, a distinct breed found in West Kamayang and Tawang districts. Mihir Sarkar, the director of ICAR National Research Center on Yak, states that the GI recognition will elevate the pastoral production system and yak rearing nationally. 2 other Arunachal products, Kamti Rice is a chewy sticky rice from the Namsai region, while Tangsa Tribe Textiles are celebrated for the vibrant designs and colors. This marks a significant milestone for Arunachal Pradesh and its indigenous products. On Friday, the Additional District Magistrate of Sivasagar, Assam, announced the imposition of a night curfew in a 5-kilometer belt on the Assam side of Sivasagar district, which shares a border with Nagaland. As per a government update, the night curfew will be in effect from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will remain in place for a duration of 60 days. The decision to enforce this night curfew has been taken as a precautionary measure to deter anti-social elements, extremists and unlawful activities from crossing the Assam-Nagaland border within the Sivasagar district, it said. On Saturday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that Israel is at war following a massive surprise attack by Gaza militants. The militants used various means to enter Israel, including rockets and paragliders. The key developments on the escalating conflict between Israel and Gaza is as followed. The latest reports reveal that in Israel, at least 300 people have been killed and thousands were wounded. The city of Tel Aviv faced another barrage of rocket attacks Saturday evening. In response, Israel has launched airstrikes against Hamas in Gaza. The conflict on the ground has intensified with clashes between Israeli forces and Hamas fighters. The Palestinian Health Ministry reports a grim scenario in Gaza. 232 Palestinians have been killed and over 1,600 wounded. These numbers are rapidly changing, with 313 Palestinian deaths and another 1,990 wounded reported in the last 24 hours alone. As Israel continues its airstrikes on Hamas targets, Prime Minister Netanyahu warns of a long and difficult war, stressing that operations will continue until set objectives are met. On the other side, Hamas leaders are calling upon Palestinians to resist, dubbing it resistance against the last occupation on earth. Taking cognizance of the situation, the Indian Embassy on Saturday, October 7, issued an advisory asking all its nationals to remain vigilant and observe safety protocols after hundreds of rockets were launched from the blockade Gaza Strip towards Israel, creating a warlike situation. For the sports enthusiasts, key highlights from the grand conclusion of the Asian Games 2023 includes Team India indeed made history, delivering on the promise of Isbar 100 par with a stellar record of 107 medals. This marks India's best ever performance, surpassing the previous record of 70 medals in Jakarta. On Saturday alone, Indian champions bagged 12 medals, half of them glittering golds from events such as kabaddi, badminton, hockey and archery. Final medal tally for India stands as gold 28, silver 38 and bronze 41.